Thank you so much for watching Miss Angelique TV, where we talk about everything. And when I mean everything, I mean like episode number 12 we are on. And if you're new to my channel and you're trying to figure out what she mean by episodes, that's alright. Go ahead and pause this video and go to my last 11 story times. You ain't gonna miss nothing, I promise. This video gonna be right here for you whenever you're done getting caught up. But also don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below while you are at it. That way you don't miss the other stories. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. That way your girl could be out here in these YouTube streets. And last but not least, go ahead and hit that notification bell. That way you can be notified when the next time your girl posts. Before I get into this story time real quick, I don't know if y'all remember years and years ago I did this whole me giving y'all advice type of series, or I think it was both, a mixture of me reading y'all crazy ass stories and a mixture of y'all asking me for advice anonymously, of course, and I just read it on my platform. So I want to actually bring that back. So go ahead and email me right now. I'm gonna put it down below. It's missangeliquetv@gmail.com. Go ahead and email me there. I want to know y'all crazy stories. So if y'all want me to read y'all crazy ass stories and literally bring them to life, like I'll be bringing my stories to life with the whole background and shit like that, girl, go ahead and email me that, because we want to know the tea too. Like, I know we be talking about my tea, but we want to know y'all tea too, because I can't be the only one with these crazy ass stories. Even if you got a crazy ass roommate story, something similar to my situation, like, let me know. We want to know. And also, like I said, if you just have a situation where you just want advice and you want to know what my opinion is on it, everything is always going to be anonymous. We're going to shake things up a little bit because it's about to be summertime and I want to post more than once a week during the summer. That's why I was asking y'all what type of content y'all want to see, all of that. I kind of already know what direction I'm going to go, but I always want to hear y'all opinion, because at the end of the day, like, I'm here to entertain y'all, right? So I think y'all should have a say so in that. I know I just said a mouthful. Let's go ahead and get straight into this video. So girl, the last story time I left y'all off on like a little cliffhanger. I was letting y'all know that bitch Steven done broke my motherfucking TV. The TV that my husband allowed somebody else's child to put in their room without my permission. It was my TV, it wasn't his TV. I understand when you're married, you know, y'all become one, but baby, whenever it comes to electronic stuff like that, especially when I pay for it, oh no, you need to run it by me, okay? So he didn't run it by me at all whatsoever, and it got broken just like I figured it would, because that's what they do. They break shit and they're destructive. And so it all came about, we were noticing that Steven, he wasn't on his TV. Even Katrina, she noticed it as well. And so one of these days they came home from, they went to Chuck E. Cheese or some bullshit, I don't know, but Katrina went somewhere with the boys, like by herself, and so they came home and the conversation came about. And so he's like, oh, I think it was the boys, because one time we were gone and I came back and the TV was broken. So if that happened, why didn't you say it right then and there? Especially if it was my child, my kid, and it's my TV. So why wouldn't you say, oh, let me go tell Angelique what the fuck her kids did. Like, I know my boys bad, I know my boys are rough. I ain't even gonna say they bad, because bitch, they ain't bad, they just they active, okay? But they were never really in Steven and Lil Dante room. Like, their door always would be closed, and they had no reason to be in their room. Why? Because they were always downstairs in my damn room, because they wouldn't even sleep in their damn room. Bitch, girl, we had a whole 5-bedroom for no reason. My boys didn't even sleep in their room. They literally slept in my room the whole time, the whole year. And I still got one still in the room with me. But girl, I'm just saying that to say, like, my boys never really hung out upstairs. And even still, why don't you just tell somebody? So we gone back and forth, you know, between myself, my husband, Katrina, and Dante. We all going back and forth trying to figure out, like, who did that, who did what, and who did this. And so long story short, bitch, me and Katrina just came to the conclusion, well, since we don't know what to believe, we could just go half on the TV, which honestly and truly, I should never did that. That's just me being fucking nice. Like, I just got this horrible horrible habit of just being fucking nice, too damn nice, because I really shouldn't have did anything. But I was just like, yeah, we could just go half on the TV. And she asked how much the TV was, and I think I told her, I think it came out to be like $4 or something, and so her half would have been like $100 and something, right? And you know what she said? Okay, I'll pay you back the money whenever I get my taxes. Now, if we were in the court of Judge Mathis, y'all know how he feel about motherfuckers saying they gonna pay it back when they get their taxes. And that's exactly how I felt, because bitch, I didn't have to wait until I got my taxes to, you know what I'm saying, for your son to have a TV. Why do I have to wait for that? But you know, once again, me being nice, because bitch, what else the fuck am I gonna do? Like beg her for the money? Like bitch, I don't fucking know. So I was just like, okay, cool, whatever, whenever that happens, whenever. And at this point, it was kind of slowly approaching tax season any damn way, so I'm just like, okay, whatever, that time gonna come. Whenever that time come, I'm gonna make sure I get my motherfucking bread. I told my husband, I was like, I told you not to give him my TV. Like, that is why I told you should have asked me, because I would have said, fuck no. Like, I would have said all of that, because no, you can't have my motherfucking TV. And why? This is why, and that is why. What the why happened. So girl, fast forward to Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2023, bitch. I'm getting the kids ready for bed and shit. I couldn't remember if it was my day to cook or if it was Katrina's day to cook. I don't remember. But whatever it was, I'm getting my kids ready for bed. And I noticed Katrina was in the kitchen with her kids. Steven was in the kitchen washing dishes or whatever, doing his chores before he go to bed. I forgot what I was doing. I'm more than likely was cleaning up. Because bitch always cleaning up. So I went to the kitchen for something, and I noticed that Katrina had a little tight fitted little dress on or whatever with her little sandals on, and I smelled nothing but perfume, bitch. I'm just like, what the fuck this bitch think she going? She ain't got no motherfucking man, bitch. Who is her man? Who is her nigga? What she going on a date? Like, maybe she do got a man. I don't know. But I knew she ain't have no man, because it's no possible way this girl can have a man when she's constantly having different niggas in and out the damn house. Like, it's no way. And I'm just like,
her face all painted up and her little halter top, you're nothing but a little slut.
And mind y'all, this same day, this is the day that she had her babies. I see the baby sitting on the counter in the kitchen and shit. She's about to make this boy watch her baby so that she can go out and do who knows what. And to make it even worse, bitch, why did I see a whole duffel bag? She had a whole duffel bag, bitch. A duffel bag, like a spend a night bag. Yeah, she had all of it. And I'm like, okay, so she planned on not coming home tonight. Or she planned on pulling I'm gonna come home in the morning right before the kids go to school, because they had school the next day. This wasn't no weekend. This was in the middle of the week, right? I instantly got annoyed and irritated, because I'm just thinking of all of the different things that she's done over these past couple of months, and I'm just like, you couldn't, like, understand Valentine's Day is one day, but if you really got a man, if you really got a nigga, Valentine's Day could either wait, or you could figure out some other shit that you could do that don't include you leaving your kid out to be watched by a fucking 16-year-old at this time. Or I'm sorry, a 15-year-old at this time, because he was 15. So it irritated me instantly, and I got so mad. I got so fucking mad, y'all. I got so mad that I started praying. That's how I knew I was mad, because I was so mad that I started praying. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I prayed for. I said, Lord, whatever you gotta do to stop this from happening, to like stop this type of behavior from happening, whatever you gotta do, Lord, please allow it to happen. Like, I don't want nothing bad to happen to Katrina, Lord. I'm still talking to the Lord. Follow me. I'm like, I don't want nothing bad to happen to her or anything like that, but I just need you to some type of way stop it. Like, this behavior has to stop, because it's disgusting at this point, and it just got to stop. Like, I don't know, Lord, do what you gotta do. I want her safe. I want her safe and sound, because she still gotta take care of kids. But do what you gotta do to stop this some type of way. When I tell y'all, the power of prayer is real. Always be mindful of what you pray for. Always be mindful. And whenever I pray, I always be mindful of how I'm praying and what I'm saying exactly, because I always like just have this thing like, okay, I need to make sure I'm specific and I don't be beating around the bush or nothing like that when I be praying. Yeah. So girl, I said that prayer before I went to bed that night, and let me tell y'all. Once again, like I said, I bitch was pregnant at the time, and so I had to get up in the middle of the night and go pee. I ain't even pregnant no more, and I still be getting up in the middle of the night. So I don't even think I could really just truly say that's the reason, but that didn't make it no better. So yeah, girl, I get up in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I was like, let me go and check this bitch location. I know it's 2:30 in the morning, but let me just see. Maybe, like, I don't know, like, let me just see where she at. She had a whole duffel bag, so I don't know what the hell she had planned, but bitch, we was finna find out. And so that's what we did. We found out. And so I looked and I noticed she was driving on the freeway at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just like, okay, maybe she coming home, maybe she's on her way home, maybe that's what it is. Maybe she's on her way home. 2 or 3 hours later, it wasn't quite the time for the kids to get up for school, but I woke up again, and so I checked the location again, and I noticed she was at an apartment complex. I'm just like, okay, I've never seen this apartment complex before. I know it ain't her best friend apartment, you know what I'm saying? So, girl, I googled where it was. I'm just like, let me just see where this at, just in case a bitch need to. You never know what's gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? So I peeped the scene. I'm like, okay, this is a little apartment. By this time, I know Steven would have been already gone to school, because he be the first one to be up because he in high school. And right before I get my kids up for school, I get a text from Steven. So he says, you gotta work today? I said, yeah, at 7. Your mama still at home yet? Because bitch, I already know. He says her car got towed, and she texted me not to go to school when I was already on the bus. Nigga, what happened? So I responded and I said, you already gone? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, damn. He was like, yep. That's crazy. The baby upstairs sleep by herself. We already know that. So I'm just talking shit in my mind. So at this point, I'm talking to the Lord. I'm just like, wait, no. Oh no. No. I know what I said, Lord. I know what I asked for. But her baby here. So, like, what am I supposed to do? I gotta work. I can't take care of no baby. I could not believe what just fucking happened. I couldn't fucking believe it. And then I didn't put 2 and 2 together just yet by looking at her location, because I didn't even see her location again. Like, I hadn't, at that point, I was planning on checking it, of course, just to make sure she was at home, because I was assuming that by this time she would already have been home, because she knows that Steven got to get on the bus. He gone by 6:30, 6:20 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, another reason why I really wasn't in a rush to check her location. Plot twist on my ass. So at this point, I started immediately tracking her location, because I'm like, where the fuck is she? Because it's about to be time for me to get myself to work and stuff like that. So her baby, she was still asleep, luckily, at this time. And so whenever I looked at her location, maybe about 8 o'clock, I seen that she was on her way here. And I'm just like, oh, okay, maybe her nigga, whoever she was laid up at night with, maybe they bring her home or whatever. Mind y'all, she ain't text me, she ain't tell me nothing. She didn't say, hey, can you look out for the baby because such and such happened? Like, she didn't tell me anything. Like, I knew nothing. I don't even know if she knew that Steven even texted me to ask me if I had to work, because I'm assuming that he was gonna ask me to pick him up from school or some shit. Like, first of all, back up. Why the fuck you gonna tell your son not to go to school because you didn't make it home in time from your dick appointment, because you got your car towed like a dumbass? Like, why would you make it make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like, that has nothing to do with your child. Why would you even, like, girl, that is not his responsibility. Your ass should have been at home. That's what the fuck you should have been. Maybe that wouldn't have happened had your ass would have been at home where you belong. Finally, she pull up. So you know me, I'm looking out. I got my little window, my blinds open so I can know what car, because I can see the front from where I was working. I got my blinds open and shit so I can know which car about to pull up, bitch. Girl, why is her friend car, why is extra bringing her home? So you mean to tell me that extra had to drive extra to come and pick you up from a nigga house that you was laid up with, because you wasn't at extra house? I promise y'all she wasn't at extra house. You mean to tell me she had to go pick you up from a nigga house and that same nigga couldn't have dropped you off home? Or let me guess, we lived too far? Or let me guess, he didn't have a car? Or let me guess, your pussy just wasn't that good for a nigga to really just give a fuck? If I'm a nigga and a woman come over to my house, you know what I'm saying, to give me some and her car get towed, I'm gonna try to figure out a way to get shotty home. Girl, I don't know what type of nigga she was fucking with. I don't know. I mean, clearly we see Darius. That was one of the examples. But girl, she walked in a house, don't say shit to me, of course, But I know what's up. I know the tea. I know all of the tea, actually. Every single bit of it. I'm texting my husband about it. I'm texting my best friend about it. I'm just like, bitch, you would not believe. That day of, actually, I believe, was the day for her to give her baby back to Darius, you know, exchange or whatever, so that she could spend her little week with him or whatever. So I'm just like, I wonder how she gonna do that. I think Darius that day ended up coming pick the baby up, if I'm not mistaken. He literally, he came to the house to pick her up. That night, my husband, he had to do something with his job to where he had to drive around and check up on different employees at different places and stuff like that. So I used to go take a ride with him just to get out the house and shit. And it was nighttime, and so usually we'll leave around 10, don't get back to the house maybe around 3 o'clock in the morning. So we pull back up and I see a strange white SUV in my driveway, and I'm just like, okay, is it her sister? Because I knew that Miss Nasty, Lord, Miss Nasty, I didn't call her Miss Nasty again, y'all. I knew Katrina, or Hurricane Katrina, I knew her sister had a white SUV as well. And so I'm just like, maybe that's what it is. So as we approach, we get closer, like we were walking, we have to walk kind of past the car in order to get to the front door. So I seen that she had all type of things on, like the back window. You know how people be putting their business information on their cars, like sticking and shit? That's what, whoever car that was, that's what they did. And so I'm like, oh, okay, it was a lash business. And so I'm like, oh, this must be her sister. I'm like, oh, okay, her sister must have came over so that she can, I don't know, I guess help her go get her car back the next day. That was just my assumption. And so I was just like, let me make sure it's her sister. What made me even more curious to know who this car was for is because it was a lash business. And I remember like a year or so ago, her sister actually did my lashes. So I'm like, oh shit, she got an Instagram. Let me check her Instagram out while I'm at it. Girl, look up the Instagram. It's a total different girl. I'm just like, Katrina, she not following the page or nothing. But then on the business page, it also had the owner, like the main page of the owner. So I clicked that. And now once again, I don't see that Katrina is following this girl on Instagram. What if this is a nigga driving his baby mama car? Or maybe driving his sister car or his cousin car. I don't know. But this ain't a female that's at the house. It can't be a female because they sleeping. They in the room sleep. I've never heard of this female before. And not to say that I should know everybody that Katrina know, but I'm just really just being logical, and I'm not being naive whenever I think about this type of shit, being that I know the type of person that Katrina is. Like, she don't mind sleeping with a nigga who got a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, she don't mind that. So I'm just trying to put my own piece and two together and shit. I'm just like, yeah, 9 times out of 10, this is some nigga she told, hey, come to the house, I'll give you some pussy, and you know, you take me to the town so I can get my car. Girl, that's what I came up in my mind. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I could be off. It could have been a girl. It could have actually been that girl, but I will never know. But that's really what I feel. The next morning, I noticed the car was gone. They were gone before I even seen them. I don't know. I don't remember what time they left, but I didn't see them, and I was kind of bummed out because I really was trying to figure out who the fuck car that was. But I didn't see them. I just knew that the car was gone, and I also knew that Katrina was gone. And so, mind y'all, she didn't go to work that night either because it was her time to go to work as well. So, but she couldn't go to work because, bitch, the goddamn car was towed. Eventually, I see she posts on her Instagram of like pictures. It was like a picture of the damn tow sign. Like, you could tell she was at a tow yard because they had like the prices, just posting that like shit cool or some shit, like just boasting about it. Are you telling them that you had your child at the house or in the room by herself with no supervision because you was trying to get some dick? Did you tell your Instagram friends that? Whenever she posted it, I'm like, oh shit, she must be going to get her car. So I looked at the location and she was at a tow yard. Okay, we got a special guest, y'all, because he tired of walking around the house. He hear my voice and he like, bitch, why you talking and you not getting me? Like, the hell? I forgot to tell y'all, the night before she got her car back, because she went like a day and a half without her car or some shit like that. Same night that her car actually, you know, got whatever, that same night she ended up walking to the gas station. Don't get on this video talking. Don't do that. I'll send you behind right back on out there now. Yeah, scratch that head. You stressing me out too, brother. She ended up walking to the gas station the same night. And so I'm just like, she ain't got enough pride to ask me for my car. Now, if this would have been a year ago, like before we moved up in Magnolia, whenever we lived in Katy still, I feel like she would have been the type to ask. Like, oh, can I use your car or whatever? But for some reason, it's just like, it was an unspoken type of beef type shit. Like, she didn't ask me for shit. I didn't ask her for shit. You know what I'm saying? So she walked her ass to the goddamn gas station to get whatever she needed to get, and her kids walked with her. And that was that. You know, although we had 3 cars at the house, because at this time, well, we still got 3 cars now. But at this time, we also had 3 cars. Actually, no, we had 4 cars at this time. My husband, he had 2 cars, and then he had a work car, and then I had my car. So we had 4 cars. So we had nothing but keys to throw at her. She asked us, can she go to the store? But bitch, she ain't do none of that. She wouldn't dare ask us for a favor. And I was cool with that. I was cool with that because bitch, don't ask me for shit. Like, I ain't, nope. Good. I'm glad you don't want to ask me for shit, because keep that same energy, because bitch, I promise you I'm gonna keep that same energy with you. That night she got her car back, I was so motherfucking weak, bitch, and I'm getting ready to show y'all the picture. I was so weak because it still had the little writing on her car. I'm gonna show y'all the picture. Now, the reason why I took this picture is to show my best friend. Like, girl, look at this shit. Like, you would believe this type shit. So that's why I got the picture. So I'm just like, girl, you could at least wipe that shit off. Like, you could at least did something. I chuckled a little bit to see that writing on her car, because that really just represented her being really a dumbass. Like, girl, you're stupid, you're dumb, you did all of this for a nigga. And then not to mention the following week or so was rent. No, maybe like 2 weeks later, it was rent time, right? And so she had the nerve to tell me that she was gonna be a little late on a rent. And I told her, I said, oh, okay, well, it's gonna be $100 fee plus so-and-so, whatever it was. I bet she paid that rent on time though. I bet she did. Because I guess she wasn't trying to pay them late fees. That was her very first time even saying she was going to be late on rent. You know, she usually good whenever it comes to paying her bills. Or the household bills, I can say. That's one thing I can say I never had issues with her about. It was just her character that I had issues with. And so, girl, yeah, she called herself being late. And I said, no. You're gonna have to pay. And I guess she wasn't trying to pay. So, girls, these next couple of moments, we are really about to wrap it up into us finally telling this bitch, like, we ain't doing this shit no more. Like, we gonna go ahead on this part ways. I would say more, but I got my baby right here, so I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I'm gonna probably give it a good 22 like I did last weekend as well. But it's better than nothing. I just want to say, first of all, I really, because I feel like my camera's gonna cut off, and so I'm just gonna say this real quick. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all don't understand, like, me being gone for those 2 years honestly had a lot to do with the situation that I'm right now talking to y'all about, because I've been supposed to get back on YouTube, and I was talking about this right here a little bit towards the end of this series, but I really felt depressed. I started to feel depressed because I just felt like I'm in this house with a bunch of disrespectful ass kids. I'm not in a headspace to push out any content to y'all. I just felt like that, and so I'm just saying that to say I really love that y'all are sticking with me and y'all are, you know, still following this journey with me, because we still got a lot to unpack. Like, y'all think this series is, you know, whatever. Like, I want to unpack other things too. That being said, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, because we're gonna be right back on track. Yeah, we're gonna be right in this thing next Friday, same time, and hopefully I don't have a special guest with me. I'm gonna try to do a little better with that. Also, hit that like button. And you want to turn on your post notifications, that way you can know when the next time your girl posts. Oh, and don't forget to send me y'all story time, send me y'all questions if y'all need advice, all of that. That's gonna be our next thing that we're gonna get into real soon, so don't forget to email me at itsmissangeliquetv@gmail.com, and I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Wanna say bye before this camera die with your dirty shirt? I don't think y'all ever really seen him for real, unless y'all on my Instagram. And boy, you poo. Say bye bye. Look. Bye-bye. He ain't really into the YouTube thing. He just was born into the family, so excuse him. He gonna get used to y'all real soon, okay? Bye, y'all.